So the word for today is perseverance. My mother was one great example of perseverance. Actually, both of my parents were. One of the things they really kind of taught us growing up was you just have to keep going, just one foot in front of the other, just keep going. And when I go through really difficult times, that's one of the things I always go back to is, am I persevering? Am I really continuing to push forward even when things are tough? I think Winston Churchill said something to the effect of, when you're in hell, keep going. So times when they're really hard and you're going through things and you doubt yourself, you doubt where the struggle is worth it. Sometimes we struggle so hard and we have to say, like, is it really worth it? And look for, what is that end goal? What am I needing to persevere to? How am I going to keep going? How am I going to persist in whatever it is that I need to do or want to do, and have the grace to be able to do it? So perseverance for me has been one of those sort of lifelong challenges of knowing when to keep going, when to keep pushing forward, and frankly, like my parents, when to be stubborn about it. My mother was probably the most stubborn person I've ever met. But at times I would look at that and say, she's made it through so many hard things, and it's been that stubbornness that really created perseverance to get what needed to be done, or what needed to happen, and really just to kind of survive some really difficult challenges in her life. And they grew up in the Depression. My parents were Depression children. So getting through the Depression and coming out on the other side of that, and building a family, building a life, putting food on the table for a fairly big family of 8 kids, and starting with nothing, and building a farm, and building a life with a family, and being able to retire. And she lived to a good long life. She lived to 95. So I think about that perseverance. She's been such a good example of, just keep going. Just keep going. That's how you survive and make it through. So if I can, gift you with anything today, it's that perseverance. Another friend today reminded me of a story. When I was going through, a few years back, I was going through some difficulties, and I was driving down the freeway and kind of ranting to God, and, what the heck's going on? And I said to myself, hey, and ask God, like, how am I going to get through this? How am I really going to keep going and kind of make it to the other side of what I'm going through right now? And that exact moment, a car pulled in from the on-ramp right in front of me with a license plate that said, by faith. And sometimes I think that's what it takes. We just have to keep knowing that our goals are worth it, that we're worth it, that where we want to be, what we want to do, and how to get there, it's just going through it and being persistent and persevering. Have a good day. Love you all.